I've never really liked the term influencers. Whenever I hear the word, it is swiftly followed by a sour taste in my mouth, so palpable that it just makes me gag. Like, what does the word influencer even mean? That you have the ability to sell a product by flashing your tits on Instagram? If anything, it just proves that you are a narcissistic douchebag who's willing to flash your ass cheeks just for a free spa treatment. So I wouldn't really consider them to be marketing wizards. Just because you got a few people to sign up for a free yoga fitness class doesn't make you the next Gary Vaynerchuk. You are just a paid product pusher, which is actually kinda sad if you think about it. You know how we are always shitting on platforms that generate fake reviews or those paid reviews? Well, influencer marketing is almost the same thing. You just pay someone to endorse your products, even though they may not actually fuck with your brand. I mean, obviously some influencers are passionate about the products they are talking about, but come on, how many of you are gonna say no if a company pays you $1,000 just to read off a script saying how useful this butt brush is?
A specialty cleansing brush with an ergonomically designed handle to easily access that difficult-to-reach spot.
Like if Nike offers me $10,000 to wear their new sport underwear while spreading my ass cheeks and flashing my chocolate starfish, I'd probably... But you get what I mean. It's easy to pay someone to give a positive review. But anyway, I digress. What I really want to talk about is this Instagram account that one of you guys DM'd me about. See? I told you guys I read my DMs. I may not reply to all of them, but I do read most of them, including some of you weirdos DMing me some really freaky shit. Anyway, this account is called Influencer GlassDoor. It's basically an account that posts anonymous reviews by people who have worked with influencers. And it's great because it gives us peasants a behind-the-scenes look of what goes on behind the pretty lights and heavy filters of these influencers. Although this account kind of feels like a bit of a gossip/bitching club, it still gives somewhat good insight for businesses looking to work with influencers. So yeah, let's just read some of the reviews. I'm an account manager at a PR agency and worked with M in the past. It was a nightmare dealing with her. Emails and texts went unanswered despite numerous follow-ups. She also said during a meeting that she's a busy person and has other businesses like her store to run. When we finally received the content we paid for, the engagement rate was so low for what we paid for. Disappointed to say the least. Yeah, about engagement rates, that's the thing about the industry, right? Like, I have sympathy for brands who didn't get the engagement rate that they were looking for. But it's also important to understand that this industry is so new and that influencers can basically charge anything they want. I think it's a brand's responsibility to actually do due research on the influencer they're working with and, you know, conduct background checks to see if their follower count and engagement rate is actually legit. Like, are their fans actually loyal? Are the comments real or by comment bots? Because honestly, anyone can be famous nowadays. Anyone can buy fame. Not saying that this person actually did that, but there are many who do. Oh, the influencer actually replied to this post. Definitely had issues juggling everything in the past with work plus being an influencer at the same time and was taking up way more than I can deliver. I had unrealistic expectations of what I could handle. Unfortunately, I'm not an influencer with high numbers, so I recommend PR agencies to have realistic expectations when hiring. Okay, at least she owned up to her mistakes. This happened a year ago when I sent X to a concert. Not only she showed up late, but also gave us bad attitude. She really wanted the royal treatment, and we have to give her because she is a KOL. KOL stands for Key Opinion Leader, which is a fucking stupid term to give these wannabe influencers. This is the actual definition of a KOL. KOL is an acronym for Key Opinion Leader and can be defined as someone who's considered a connoisseur of a certain topic and whose opinions are respected by the public. What are these fucking influencers connoisseurs of? Are they experts in easy buy credits? Professionals in Shopee promo codes? Yeah, but anyway, let's continue reading. She also talked about how boring our event was and why she was even there in the first place at her private account. I don't know how privileged she is, but I'm sure there are other KOLs who will want to take her place because she seemed super excited on her email. Double face or what? So this post also comes with proof of the influencer bitching about the event on her private account. I guess when someone has a decent amount of following, their ego just becomes inflated. It's like people think with, 10,000 followers, they are some sort of mega celebrity, but they are just numbers on a screen. Whether people actually like you for who you are or actually respect your opinions, I think that's a whole nother feat to accomplish because it's not easy doing that. So really, there's nothing to be proud of if you have 10,000 people following you for your nice ass cheeks. But then again, this is just one side of the story. It could be fabricated, I don't know. I'm on the fence, okay? I'm simply an observer. I'm not supporting the brands. I'm not supporting influencers. I'm in camp, fuck off. And I'm the only resident there. Met A with 307,000 followers, many times at events, and she's always so stuck up. Seen her come super late to sit down events and whine to her writers that she has no seat. Even politely asked her to stand aside so can take pictures of products at events, and she just rolls her eyes. Doing run-through of products, and she just reaches over and takes it when many others taking photos. Thinks she believes everything centers around her. I mean, this one sounds like pure gossip and bashful hating. I mean, I'm sure many influencers have a bit of a diva attitude simply because their whole career revolves around people and brands just sucking up to them and showering them with compliments of their milk canisters. I mean, if you receive like hundreds of compliments every single day, that's definitely gonna get to your head. I was running a blog shop too, paid her for postings done, which was a lot for us as we were a small startup. Nothing was delivered, did not even acknowledge payment, and after rounds of chasing, she came back with a very rude message, like it was as if it was our fault for not following up. Now that I'm working for a PR agency, we still hear the same stories till this day. Anyway, her demographics are at least 50 to 60% men, so marketers, please do research properly before engaging. Okay, this is what I don't understand. Like for influencers who post, you know, a little bit more explicit photos of themselves, like I'm pretty sure majority of their followers are gonna be males. So what's the point of promoting fucking eyelash extensions or makeup stuff to guys just looking for jerk-off material on Instagram? I mean, like this person said, her followers are 60% male. So, I don't know. I mean, it could be false, but yeah, that's what I've always been wondering. We have approached M via email for her rates as we were super keen on engaging her. However, there were no replies at all, and we even dropped her an Instagram message, but there is still no reply. Not to mention, we have emailed her more than 3 times since 2019. Even if she is picky on brands, she can actually let us know if she is not keen instead of just not replying. It's really super rude. She seemed so active on social media, but why can't we even get a response from her? Anyway, we have gave up and approached other influencers. We hope other brands do not encounter such issues with her. This is a fucking dumb post. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong if an influencer doesn't want to work with a brand and just doesn't feel like replying. I mean, like if you went for a job interview, the company won't email you to inform you that you're rejected. So yeah, who the fuck submitted this post? It just sounds like someone is upset that their favorite influencer didn't reply them. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, most of these reviews are similar, but you get the gist of it. Do take these reviews with a pinch of salt because really there's no proof of credibility or anything. Yeah, at the end of the day, they are merely anecdotes. But it's good that this Instagram account is trying to make it as transparent as possible. Like they even put it in the disclaimer that most submissions have not been adequately fact-checked. I do want to say though that as much as I dislike influencers, I do have empathy for them. When you base your whole career on endorsing products and getting brand deals, sooner or later you're gonna hit the crossroads of selling out. For example, on one hand, you want to be able to pay your bills, but on the other hand, they want to do what is best for their followers, or at least I hope they do. Everybody hates advertisements, but they still have to pay for their bills. So that's why I'm proud to introduce the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play... Yeah, just kidding, fuck that shit. Peace!